Hi. How are you? Jambo, habari yenyu. Welcome to Baraka Reality Media. My name is Sharon, aka Baraka, and you are very welcome again into my channel. If this is your first time, you are very welcome. Please feel comfortable. Take a seat and make yourself feel at home. If you are a returning subscriber, you are again all very welcome. Thank you because of all the overwhelming support you guys have given me. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that each time I upload a new video, you will be the first one to be notified. Now, without further ado, guys, I'm here because I promised to come and talk to you about a new immigration update that the UK has published. And before I continue, let me just give my disclaimer here and say that I am not an immigration advisor. I am purely sharing this information so that you can make an informed decision as you're making those applications to come to the United Kingdom. You can make an informed decision. But I am not doing this video to give you immigration advice. Neither is this video intended to replace the immigration advice that you should still seek. All right, guys. So as promised, I'm just going to be taking you into this new update that the UK has given or has talked about or have introduced, which was on March 2022, the UK government announced that there's going to be significant changes, which were going to be taking effect from 6th of April. And between 6th of April and 2022, these changes are going to start and they will kick. Some of them have started, some of them have not started yet. So it all depends on the updates, which I'm going to be taking you through. So actually what it has done is the changes also include new immigration routes as well as rebranding and updating the routes that are already in existence. So I spoke about student visas or the people that are making student application. I spoke about it briefly, and I just want to give an update of the student route. What the update is, the UK government has said, is students who make a valid application for permission to stay in the United Kingdom under the graduate route, they may now start full-time or permanent employment once they have successfully completed their course of study. So that is now possible. And also students who make a valid application for permission to stay in the UK under the skilled worker route may also start a full-time permanent employment up to 3 months before their course completion date, which means that if you're a student here in the UK and you make an application for work under the skilled worker route, it is going to be possible for you to do that 3 months before you complete your course. Now, for those of you who are students, you know that once you've got a student visa, you're not allowed to work because you've got that student visa, but now that has been changed and you'll now be able to partake that employment up to 3 months before your course completes. Okay, the other thing that they have said is that you'll also be able to work more than 20 hours as long as you're working for certain jobs. It's not all the jobs. It has to be a worker that is in the shortage, a job that is in the shortage occupation list. You can work for 20 hours. And also there are companies that you will need to work for, such as the NHS. There's a list of companies that you can work for. So I'll double check, or you can actually double check that information from the UK Gov website to see what companies that you can make an application to work, and you will be able to work more than 20 hours when you are a student here in the United Kingdom. All right, so that's one update that is for student. And the other one is a new global business mobility route that has been updated. And what this global mobility route is going to be a new category for overseas businesses who are seeking to establish a presence in the United Kingdom or maybe transfer staff to the United Kingdom for specific business purposes. So if you've got a company away from the United Kingdom and you want to sponsor or bring your employers to come and work in a business here in the United Kingdom, it is now going to be possible. So this route has actually started. It started on the 11th of April, 2022, and it has been divided into 5 subcategories. And the route that has been subdivided, I'm actually going to let you know the subdivisions, the 5 subdivisions. But also what is good is that in this route, you'll be able to bring your family members. So, and also the dependents. So any family members and children that you have, they will be able to apply as dependents. And there's no limit to the number of applications that you can make under this category. So like I said, it consists of 5 separate categories. And it is for applicants who are coming to the United Kingdom on a temporary assignment. So they will not lead to settlement. So you will only be able to come and do that business, but this particular route is not going to lead to indefinite leave to remain. So the first category is the business mobility route subcategory 1 for senior or specialist worker. And this one it actually has been rebranded, because this route is going to be a rebranding of the intra-company transfer visa. That visa used to be called intra-company transfer. Now they're calling it Global Mobility Route 1 or Senior or Specialist Worker. Okay, and this one actually is intended for senior managers of specialist employees who are assigned to a UK business linked in the UK. Right, so you must, to get a job or to make an application for this category, you must meet the required skill level, which is a minimum salary threshold of 41,500 to around 42,200. And all applicants must have worked overseas for at least 12 months unless they have earned higher earning of around 73,900, in which case then there is no requirement of the minimum threshold of the employment. Okay, so the threshold is that whoever is making that application, you must have worked for an overseas company that is here in the UK. Overseas entity means you must have worked for a company that is outside the UK, but it is a UK, the base is here in the United Kingdom, if I am making sense. And now the second category is for global business mobility route. Subcategory 2 is for graduate trainee. And again, this is a route that's going to be rebranding the intra-company graduate trainee route. So that route, the graduate trainee is already there, and it replaces that category of visa that used to be called company graduate trainee route. That closed on the 11th of April, which means this new category has started, and it actually started on the 11th of April as the other one ended. And this one is intended for graduate training course leading to a senior management position, okay, where you'll be able to do any work here in the United Kingdom. The general salary threshold, which you'll be required to earn, is £23,000 per year or £23,100 per year. And the third category is the global business mobility route. Is category 3 is the UK expansion worker. Okay, so the UK expansion worker replaces what was called the sole representative provisions, which again closed on the 11th of April. So this route is for overseas business route, and it is intended for senior managers or specialist employees who are being assigned to a United Kingdom to undertake any work relating to a business or expanding a business that is here in the United Kingdom. So the requirement is that the applicant will have to have a sponsorship from a UK business. So from a business that is already here in the United Kingdom, already established here in the United Kingdom, you'll have to get a sponsorship from that company. And the sponsor license has not yet started trading in the United Kingdom. it must be a subsidiary of an overseas business expanding in the United Kingdom. So again, explaining in a layman's language, you've got a UK business outside of the United Kingdom. You want to expand your business here in the United Kingdom, and you'll be able to sponsor people to come and work here in the UK. So the applicant must be an existing employee of that company that is coming to set base here in the United Kingdom, and they must have worked for that company at least 12 months prior to the service, or if they are a higher earner and they are coming under the UK-Japan Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, the salary the salary threshold will be 42,400 per year. That is the requirement. And unlike the representative of an overseas business category, there will be no limit to the number of expansion workers that a business can sponsor at one particular time. So if you're a business and you want to sponsor as many employees as possible, it's saying it is possible. You can do that. There's no limit of the number of expansion workers that you would like to bring. And this means that the applicant will no longer need to have full authority to take operational decisions on behalf of the business to be eligible. Now, the applicants will also be able to do majority stakeholders in the overseas parent company. So, you can do stakeholders in that overseas company. The fourth category, told you there are 5 categories. The fourth category is the service supplier. The fourth category of the global business mobility route is the service supplier. Now, this route is going to be replacing the existing appendix temporary work, which is an international agreement route. Okay. And it also started on the 11th of April, 2022. It is intended for overseas workers who are undertaking temporary work assignment in the United Kingdom, where there is either a contract service or the supplier is employed by an overseas provider or a self-employed independent professional that is based overseas, and they need to undertake an assignment in the United Kingdom to provide services covered by one of the United Kingdom's international trade commitments. So the sponsor, whoever the company is that is going to be sponsoring you, must be authorized by the Home Office to sponsor service supplier and must have a contract with an overseas service provider where that contract has been registered with the Home Office and on which then an applicant as a service will still be able to work. Okay, so the individual under this route will be able to come to the United Kingdom for a maximum of 5 years or 6 years, compared to only 12 months under the contract international agreement route. So the previous visa, you'd only be able to come for 1 year, but now you'll be able to come into the United Kingdom for 5 years. Okay, and the final category on the global business mobility route is the secondment worker. And this route is going to allow individuals to undertake temporary employment assignment, where they are being seconded to the United Kingdom as part of a high-value contract or investment by their employer who is overseas. The applicant will need to be sponsored by a company that is here in the United Kingdom, which already has a sponsor license, okay? And the applicant must also have worked for that company 12 months before making that application. The contract between the UK company and the overseas business must be registered within the Home Office. All right, so this is a new route in the immigration rules, but similar arrangements are usually covered by the visitor visa provisions. But this category will enable individuals to come to the United Kingdom for up to 5 years with their family members without the uncertainty of qualifying as a visitor. So the definition of a high-value contract investment was not provided in the statement of changes, but I believe there's going to be further guidance that are going to be coming after this one. All right, so another update is for the high potential individuals. It's called the Hpi Route, and this route is going to be open on May 30th. Remember, I told you some of these changes take effect between 6th of April and August. So this one is going to be open on May the 30th, 2022. And this route is for recent graduates who are from a top global university. So again, there is a definition on what is a top class university, top global university. And if you have been a graduate from any of that university or any of those top graduate university, then it is going to be possible now for you to make an application to come and work here in the UK. The applicant must have successfully completed an eligible course, which is equivalent to the United Kingdom bachelor's degree, or outside the United Kingdom in the last 5 years. There will be no job offer required for the applicant. So if you're coming from a top university, there's not going to be any job offer requirement. And the applicant will be permitted to work in the United Kingdom. They'll also be able to bring their family members as dependent to come and settle in the United Kingdom. Now, this route is going to enable applicants to come to the United Kingdom, like I said, without requiring a sponsorship from any company. It will not lead to settlement in the United Kingdom, and permission will only be granted for 2 years for those who hold bachelor's or master's degree, for 3 years, and for those that hold an equivalent of PhD. Okay, so that is the difference of the HP1 route, that it does not lead to settlement in the United Kingdom. All right, so the scale-up visa, this one also is going to be open in August 2022. And this one is intended for individuals that are recruited by UK scale-up sponsorship, who have a high-skilled job from a qualifying scale-up business that is requiring a salary level, which is either to be going at a rate for the specific role or for the general salary, which is what, £10.58 per hour, or maybe 33,000 per year. So this is the scale-up visa route. And that one is going to be starting on August 22, 2022. So the 22nd of August 2022. Dependent family members will be able to join the applicant, and this is going to be a 5-year route to settlement in the United Kingdom. Okay, so scale-up companies will be able to apply through a fast-track verification process, so long as they can demonstrate that there is an annual average revenue or the employment growth over a 3-year period is 20%. So this is, again, I think, good news for those that are the UK companies that are here, that are growing, and they would like to sponsor individuals to come and work here in the UK. And you'll be able to get that fast-track verification process. The UK government will explore whether the scale-up who can demonstrate an expectation of strong growth in future years, they may qualify for future review. Okay, unlike other sponsored route, the scale-up route will only require individuals to be sponsored for the initial 6 months. And to extend and apply for settlement, applicants will need to meet the minimum threshold salary and prove that they are employed in a graduate level occupation. So what this means is, other sponsored route, there is a requirement for you to work for that company for the duration that you have signed up for. But this one, you'll only be required to work for only the initial 6 months on that particular route. And then you can extend and apply for settlement here in the UK, and you will need to meet a minimum salary threshold, which I said is 33,000 per year. All right, so I think that is the update. That is what the UK government new immigration update that has been given, that I wanted to share with you people. And you can see, I think the UK just want to bring those top graduate, those that are highly skilled people. They want also to give businesses opportunity to expand their businesses, and you can set up a business here in the United Kingdom, sponsor employers. As long as your business has employees outside the United Kingdom, they have worked for your company for a period of 12 months, then you can be able to set up your business, expand your business here in the United Kingdom, and sponsor those applicants to come and work here in the United Kingdom. The student visa, like I have said, you have had, there's also changes to that, which students will be able now to work for more than 20 hours as long as they are working for shortage occupation. They are working for jobs that are in the shortage occupation list, and they are working for certain employers that the Home Office has approved. Right, so that's it for now, guys. I hope I have made it all clear for you. And until the next time, guys, for now, I say Baraka.